Hello everybody, hope that you are doing very well and welcome to this cryptocurrency technical analysis where of course we're going to be going through Bitcoin, live stream version basically. I thought I could have done this video just like a normal video pre-recorded, but I thought, hey, actually we got some pretty decent volatility. I wanted to actually do some questions and answers and interaction with you all live in the time, so I thought actually the live stream makes a lot more sense. So I hope that you really enjoyed today's video. Obviously, since I put up this announcement video, which was about 45 minutes ago, we actually have continued to absolutely drop. So that's always nice when that happens. So if you've been sat here waiting for the last hour in the comment section, like I see some of you have, you're pretty happy right now. Obviously just took that low. So yeah, that was pretty nice, not gonna lie. But yeah, hope that you are all doing well. By the way, I actually, is there echo or is the sound okay? Somebody always, there's a comment of somebody saying echo or there's, I'm going to have to continue. And if there's loads of it, I'll stop, but I think the sound should be okay, to be honest. But you can see here, echo. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I actually have COVID right now, by the way. So yeah, that's a little bit, yeah, that's a pretty, that's my news to begin. My news right now is I have COVID-19. As you can tell, I actually feel basically okay. Not gonna lie, I have like a heart and a chest problem, but it's like minor, it's nothing major. But yeah, I have COVID-19. I had the positive test. Obviously I was on holiday, got back last week. Obviously in England you have to do the day 2 test, so I done my day 2 test and it come back positive. So yeah, officially have COVID-19. It's okay for me though, I don't really mind. But yeah, I was telling in the Champions group yesterday, I will beat COVID-19. I will crush COVID like I crush the charts every single day. Champions mentality, positive mind, and I'm gonna crush it. So let's go. What was we gonna start with then today? Yeah, of course, the burning question on everybody's mind, I suppose, and that is extreme Bitcoin drop. I think I titled this. You do have to remember with the titles, they're a little bit playful. I could have wrote extreme pump coming warning. You have to obviously listen to the content. It's very, very, very important that you listen to what I say, not just read a title, of course. But you know, this title does kind of make sense today. Why? Because, well, it's like we have actually been talking about now for a very long time, to be honest with you, since the all-time high. You know, this market structure now is definitely remaining bearish. We obviously had this very important daily level of support, which has held once for a bounce, which has held twice for a bounce, attempting now the third attempt at the level. As we all know, the more a level is tested, the weaker the level gets. Okay, so this is not really considered that bullish. Yes, we are at support per se, but of course, this support can be relatively easily lost because it's not a massive support level. That you might be wondering, where is this level from? Of course, this is when we were ready and prepared for this back last year. Last year, obviously ready and waiting for this. And this was our daily level back down at around $41,000. So we're obviously trading from that swing failure pattern. As you all know, the prediction, exactly as predicted, has brought us above the highs. We took $52,000. Okay, managed to get into those short positions from the swing failure pattern, and it really simply has brought us down to around, you know, for the last, you know, we've been hovering at this level now for 3 days. Yeah, so it's fair. I think it's fair to say the level was definitely respected. But is this going to hold for the, for another 3, 4, 5 touches? Well, that's what we can look at today. Start to look at some of the order flow together. I think you'll find that very interesting, to be honest. And yeah, just go over this together. Obviously, Bitcoin continuing to drop, currently down 2%. Looks like we're probably going to get another test of that daily level. I actually wrote this. Somebody says, "Please heal up. We need you." Don't worry, my friends. I'm not gonna shout too much in this video. You probably will tell. I have to remain a little bit calm because yeah, I don't want my heart rate to actually get too high. Yeah, because I have a bit of heart issues. What I will say though is please, if you want to, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Let's try and get it past 1,000. Yeah, if we can get it past 1,000 this morning, that would be really lovely. The more likes that we get, the longer I'll stay on with you monitoring this. And I think we are actually at a very, very, very pivotal moment. So you probably want me to stay on for as long as possible. More likes, more time with me. Let's go. So here we are. Yeah, there we go. We have hit the daily level. I actually want to show you a very interesting post. Very briefly, let's just see how much volume we got coming. Oh my crikey. Yeah, look at this. Look at all this new shorts opening. So, wow, yeah, oh my crikey. 7 million new shorts followed by, this is the CV, it's Delta, of course, minus, the volume is not high here. I would not refer to this as high volume, by the way. But this is all shorts opening. So this downwards move here is fueled by new shorts opening, okay? This is not actually longs getting liquidated yet. This is primarily... this is actually really lots of new shorts opening, to be honest with you. You can see here 4.9 million shorts opened, here another million, here 2 million, here we had 4.7 million, 6.9 million, 3.5 million, and well, now we're on a negative 24 million delta candle with the 52 million, with only another 7 minutes left of this candle. Of course, yeah, this is a lot of shorts opening. I just wanted to show you something really quickly, and I want to show you like the benefit of basically being able to get into my mind a little bit here, because I think this is the sort of thing that, what can I say? This is the sort of thing that is extremely valuable, and it was my thought process this morning. This was obviously this was about an hour ago, okay? And we were coming down and approaching this PD val, okay? And this was my thoughts. I just want you to get into my mind very briefly here. Okay, I had a few NPOCs that I was aware of, and then I was, definitely aware of this. The massive resistance that we had just above us locally. Again, this was about an hour ago, just over an hour. Okay, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, here we are on the, we're day trading this. We're on the lower term time frames. Does this look like a good long? And I question you here, okay? Do you think that you may have, of course we've lost the level, but think about this before. Is there a likelihood that you would have tried to have longed this CC? You can answer this yes or no. Did you long this CC? Okay, did you try and long a swing failure pattern here? There's two longs that you could have potentially taken. Did you try and long here, or did you try and long here? Okay, if you did, of course, both of those trades are losing trades right now. To be honest with you, they definitely are. If you long that CC, you would have lost. If you tried to long the swing failure pattern, you would have lost. Of course, now we're at the daily level, which was the third option. But the thing that I want to emphasize here is the understanding of the market at this moment in time. Yes, we had a CC, a potential swing failure pattern, and the daily below us. Okay, so these are three potential long trades. Okay, you might have taken. But this was my analysis. This was my thought process. Really simply saying to my team, hey, I am not going to try and catch the knife. I'm not going to try and long this. I'm only going to look for the long on a sign of strength, which is basically reclaiming this. Look at the cluster. That's a big cluster of resistance. E.g., if we fall down, I'm obviously in short positions. I will happily stay in my shorts, and just hold this down for as low as it wants to go. I'm not going to try and long the CC. I'm not going to try and long that swing failure pattern. I'm not going to try and blindly long the daily either. Could have we bounced at one of those levels? The answer is yes. We might bounce at this daily, of course. But my analysis is derived from the context that we're coming from here. It's also derived from the big areas of resistance that we had above us. And of course, from here, we have dropped about another 2% in price. So this is try and get into my mind. Why am I thinking this? Why did I say this? Okay. And it's always, monitoring the context, obviously monitoring the volume that's coming in here. And this all comes in together, really. And then it's that third idea of, do I want to take an aggressive long? Because there are times where I will take aggressive longs. I see a level and I will long it very, very, very quickly after being hit. Or there are times like today where I recognize the potential weakness here. And I really simply say, hey, I'm not even going to try and long this. Happily going to stay in my short positions. And I'll actually wait for a sign of strength if and when it occurs. As we can see here, there's nothing yet. And this is the beauty of trading. You have your levels, which it could potentially bounce. But if you're like me this morning and you've recognized these kind of weaknesses, well, there's no need to try and long this and lose money, essentially. I think one of the most important things in trading is the protection of your capital. Yes, of course, we all love to make money. Yeah, we all love to make money. but your number one priority in trading should actually be to conserve your capital first. Yeah. So if you can conserve your capital, e.g., you're only taking the good trades. Again, you could have potentially lost 3 trades this morning if you were if you were not aware of my posts and my analysis. Maybe you tried to take all 3 of those trades and you probably lost all 3 of them. And so by having this sort of heads up, this like ideas, this integrated into your mind of, hey, I don't need to try and long every single level. I want to wait for a really high probability setup. This is integrating into your mind, hey, I'm trying to preserve my capital here. I'm not trying to take every single trade. I'm only trying to take the best trades. Yeah, starts to make sense, no? Hopefully to you. But yeah, that was my thought process this morning. And we can see here, we do have nice confluence, to be honest with you. We have the daily on the 1-to-1 extension. This is obviously the 1-to-1 of this. I think this is your level of support. If we're going to bounce anywhere, I think this is the level, to be honest with you, because again, this daily is now tested several times. I'm not going to preset here, but if we're going to see a bounce today, in my opinion, this is the level that will be defended, because, well, you have a certain degree of confluence here, and if you want to hold those higher lows, in my opinion, this is the place of defense. Again, that's the daily level, which once again we have been aware of for since last year. Very, very, very early aware of the levels. Still a level, again, it's been tested quite a few times now. It's not the strongest level in the world, is it? But you know, it's the local support here. You know, so the question that I will always say is I have 2 options here, really, don't I? Well, I suppose I have 3 options, maybe. Option number 1, in terms of a trade, would be long. Okay, so I have an option of longing here. I have an option of taking no trade here. Of course, I could say I have the option of shorting here, but this for me is not an option. That there's just when you know, all you need to be is a member for probably like a month, and you know there's no way that I would short support, because in my opinion, yes, I think this is a weak support. No, I'm not longing here because you know, this is not. I'm not going to long this because I don't really see there's any sign of strength. But I'm also not going to short here. Okay. And I think this is the most integral information that you can take. The only time that you're ever going to see me looking for shorts is on these rises to the top of the ranges. Yeah. And I'm looking for longs down here. Does it mean I'm going to take a long? No. But at least I know I'm not going to try and short a support level. Okay. Again, I think it's probable that we head down lower, to be honest with you. And I am in shorts from higher. That's the key takeaway here. Shorts from higher up in the chart. And the only option that I would have here is wait for lower, wait for a new trade setup to come. Again, we have this level of confluence, but as we can see, nothing's really holding up here. We had 3 potential levels today, the daily, the CC, taking this low. Each one has just gone through, and potentially now going through. So I think that's like a really, 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 really important, what's the word I'm looking for here? I think that's a really important trait. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that is a really important trait as a trader, to sometimes know when to be aggressive and know when to hold back, essentially. Because again, once again, there are times where I would have been here with limit orders trying to trade this, you know, have some limit orders preset. If I like the reaction, market order in even more. And that's when I'm really, really aggressive. E.g., maybe on the first attempt of the level, I would do this. Maybe even on the second attempt of the level, I would do this. But when we're starting to get into the third attempt of the level, you know, third, fourth, fifth, it interests me personally less and less and less, because I recognize, hey, this is getting weaker and weaker each attempt. Okay, so that would be my first thoughts. Let me just see if we got any questions in here. Good after. What are we in? Yes, good afternoon, everybody. I truly do hope that you are well. And we are trying to get a goal here for 1,000 likes. So if 150 more of you, we are now have over 2,000 in here. If you can smash that like button, hit that like button right now, and if you're feeling extra kind, give it a share. Give it a share. Email it across to your grandfather or your grandmother or your father or your mother or whoever, and say, hey, come watch some technical analysis. What I do for a day job isn't astrology. It is a real technical tool. And again, what is another, you know, when we start to look at the volume, what was another kind of heads up here that might not want to long this? Well, of course, it is the open interest increase with decreases in price. This is obviously considered bearish. Again, the only way that I would say that this is going to look bullish is if we get a reclaim. It is that thing that I wrote to my team this morning. The only way that I think this is going to be looking pretty decent is if we get the sign of strength. Again, if we do not get a sign of strength, and that occurs by reclaiming resistance as support, e.g. we flip that resistance into support. If that happens, this is going to look really bullish for a strong move to the upside. Yeah. But if we do not get that sign of strength, I really simply am going to look for lower. And this is like the absolute crucial, and I repeat this a lot now. Yeah, I'm not trying to say this is where price is going to go, this is what's going to happen. No, I'm open to accepting price can go anywhere here. We are trading the game of probabilities, and the magic is I only need to trade what I feel is highly probable. E.g., price here can go up, it can go down, it can go sideways, it can do absolutely anything. And I know I can make money in this market when price is a probability. Price action is a probability. We have no idea per se whether price is going to go up, down, or sideways. At the end of the day, all it takes is one person to think differently and price can go wherever it wants. But the beauty, the absolute beauty of this game, which we call trading, is we only take the highest probabilities. E.g., we are going to wait for a reclaim of support, or we're going to wait for our levels lower. If we see a level lower, and I obviously have levels marked out for lower, if we see a nice reaction here, then I can get involved. I know my reason for the entry, I know where I'll place my stop loss, and I know where I'll place my target. And with those three things, I have a trade. Yeah. So it's like if you're trying to trade on a random point at the chart, why are you entering here? Where is your stop loss and where is your target? If you don't know those three things, why are you taking the trade? And for me personally, again, I'm emphasizing this quite a lot now, but last time I'm going to emphasize it is, for me, the long is on a reclaim. Why? Because of the context that we're in right now. So I hope that was a nice explanation for you of why this is, and yeah, I hope that basically makes sense. Let me see if we have any questions in here. Wow, we have a question. When are we getting new merch? Yeah, we actually have no merch at all. So we have merch if you're an employee of Chart Champions, then you can get some merch. But for public merch, there is no public merch. Maybe we could do that. I don't know, if loads of people want to have some merch, maybe we could set that up, to be honest with you. But people have been asking for merch for probably like several years now, and we haven't set up any merch stuff. But maybe my friend, that's a maybe. Oh man, my what do you think of the head and shoulders? Yeah, should we take a look at it? So somebody says, what do I think of the head and shoulders pattern? Let's just delete everything a second. So obviously this is the head and shoulders people are looking at. Yeah, they're looking at this left shoulder, and this is a pretty common pattern right now. Everybody's basically looking at this. What do I think of this pattern? I have no regards of this pattern, please. I suppose. Obviously the target is taken from the head to the neckline. Let's just say here. And if we actually do a target of this, it gives you a target of about $11,000, more or less, give or take. But let's just say 11. Yeah, let's just say $11,000. It's kind of irrelevant. It's so far away. But what do I think of this head and shoulders pattern? Well, I think you will know probably what I think of this head and shoulders pattern, and that is that it really is not important to me in the slightest. I'm not. Well, I guess it's important to me because I know what other people are thinking and what I would look to counter. But I don't trade I don't trade patterns. So you will, again, why don't I trade patterns? This is the interesting question, I suppose. You can ask me the question of, what do I think of this head and shoulders pattern? Like, is it tradable? My answer is no. Like, I personally, I'm never going to trade this in my life. If you had asked me this question 5 years ago, I would have traded this, but my style has changed. My style of trading changes literally every year. Look back 1 year on my videos, you'll see a different style. Look back 2 years on the videos, you'll see a different style. Look back 3 years on my videos, you see a different style. Like, e.g., my style of trading really changes, and it adjusts to, you know, what is working at the time, I suppose. asked me 5 years ago if I'd have traded this, and the answer would have been yes. I'd have been much more interested in it. But the way I know Bitcoin works, especially in recent times, is I just have no interest at all in trading this pattern. For me, this is almost irrelevant, so to speak. Like, I'm not going to trade this. The only reason that I might trade this, for example, is if we get like a breakdown and everybody gets really, really bearish. They're like, oh my God, we got a head and shoulders pattern. It's a confirmed breakdown. It's the end of the world. Oh my God, everybody's short. And then I'm like, oh, okay, how long? But you know what I want about. It's the only reason why I care about the pattern, because I like to know what other people are thinking, e.g. what's going to build up some liquidity. But for myself, I really don't care about it. And you might think to yourself, okay, so why, obviously I'm looking for this as a long, and much people are like, oh, this is a really good short. I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's a long position. And you have to remember, why is that the case? Like, if you're shorting the breakdown of this head and shoulders pattern, like, yeah, I don't know what to say there. If you're shorting the breakdown there, then just, I suppose, rest in peace. You have to remember, why am I not interested in shorts here? Why am I not interested in shorts even when I have shorts from the swing failure pattern at $52,000. I have shorts from $59,000. I have shorts from $69,000. All my shorts are every time we've risen in price and hit resistance. So I can just honestly say there's no way I'm going to short here, or even a breakdown of the head and shoulders pattern, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's my thought process. So I hope that answers your question, mate. And again, it takes a little while to think like I think, because obviously I think you asked 95. I think, to be honest with you, 95%. And I sometimes think you can get into this thought process of like, oh, like, well, this is the way that we're trading. Many people are following us now. But you have to remember, in the grand scheme of things, we're a relatively small community. And I truly believe still that like 95% of people in this market will view this head and shoulders as something that's extremely bearish. So yes, we are, in my opinion, the 5% that have learnt not to get wrecked. And yeah, I personally think that the majority of the market are going to be ultra fearful, are going to be ultra scared if that occurs. And of course, this is the time for me that eyes light up, prime opportunity for long trades. We feast per se on the fear, on the scaredness, because that's how you make money at the end of the day. The good old fashioned quote: be fearful when everyone is greedy, and be greedy when everybody is fearful. And I truly believe I live by this. You can see for yourself in some of the predictions and trades that we've done, like, we're only going to be looking for the shorts when everybody else is looking for the longs of those swing failure patterns. And what happens? Hit the swing failure pattern at $52,000, and exactly as predicted, everybody gets really bullish. Everybody gets, oh my God, we're going to $100,000, and we go back down. So you can kind of see the thought processes that we go through here. I'll take another question. Try and keep this actively moving. Oh, by the way, thank you so much. We hit 1,000 likes. That's brilliant. Next goal, 1,500, I suppose. And oh, thank you very much. Here we go. Jason Casper. How are you doing, mate? Thanks for the generous stream, Daniel. You are more than welcome. I'm sorry to hear that you are sick. Thankfully, although I have COVID, I'm not overly feeling too sick at the moment. Just the chest, which is like, yeah, I'd be more annoyed if I was feeling really sick, I think. Do you think the yearly value area low from 2021 could potentially give us good support if we drop lower? Should we take a look at this together then? Let's delete everything again. Let's go up to the weekly time frame. So let's just draw this. So 2021, start of 2021. Take it from here to here. So basically the question here from Jason Casper is, could we potentially have good support if we drop lower? So let's just mark this out, yeah? So the value area, and I'm going to use TradingView for this. I'm not going to use Exo charts. Obviously, we could use Exo charts or Atis, but we'll just use this for now. So basically, yeah, this value area low is coming in at $39,000. Okay, so the question is, could this offer us like nice support, a value area low essentially of 2021? My answer is definitely yes. Okay, my first answer is going to be yes. I really like that level. obviously it is the value area low of 2021. That is a significant level in itself. It's an untapped level, obviously in 2022 thus far. So it's a significant level. It's the first time of test. It's also potentially taking these lows. It also loads into a also loads into this idea of everybody like, I'm so scared. You know what I'm on about. So yeah, I really, really, really like the level, to be honest with you. Again, we might not drop today, of course. It might take another, we could hover around here, for example, for another week. Could just do this for another week. But yeah, if we take that level and then get back above, of course, that's really, really, really nice support. And what I love about the beauty of such a level like this is it's very, 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 actually it is very simple to know whether there is acceptance or actually support shown. So that's the beauty of that level of the value area low there, because it's a very, very, very simple level. Yeah, it's a very simple level. Very quickly we can start to see acceptance, and if you get acceptance, that obviously means price is going to go lower and there's no long trade. Just like today, look at this, we have just continued to drop ever since I put out warning of a big drop. Yeah, we literally have just continued to drop from here, and the same is on that value area low. If we just hit that level and we just continuously go through it, like today, if we hit that level and we start to see big open interest increases like this, well, this is acceptance into the level, isn't it? And if you see that one hitting a value area low, well, then really simply you look for lower. Yeah, we would just say, hey, we're going to go much lower on the Bitcoin chart, and there's no long setup. And I absolutely love setups like this, because they are extremely simple, in my opinion. And again, I never want to pretend or give off the idea that trading is easy, because I will be the first person to tell you trading is not easy. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You are going to fail if you think that this is easy money. This is definitely not an easy way to make money. When I refer to this as being an easy trade, when I refer to this as easy money, I'm referring to this from a position of doing this now for over 10 years. Yeah, I have gone through the losses, I've gone through the wins, I've gone through 10 years worth of experience to get to the level that I'm at. So of course, for me, this is an easy trade, but the majority of my viewers, I suppose, watching this, I'm not going to say this is going to be an easy trade for you. Okay, you have to truly have the knowledge here to know what you're looking at very quickly, and to get that is going to take time. Of course, you cannot expect that to happen quickly. But for me, yeah, this is going to be one, if it occurs, potentially one of the best trades of the year. Not necessarily because of the bounce that we will get from it, but because of the ease of the trade. Easy level, easily know what I want to look for. I have an entry trigger. This is extremely simplified. So yeah, I'd really like to hit that, to be honest with you. Do I think we get a bounce from that, or do I think it drops lower? The answer is I don't need to know the answer to this. And this is what I think you love from me. Like, this is the thing. We don't need to know this. It's like today. Could have we bounced from the CC? Could have. Could have we bounced from the CC? Could have. Could have we bounced from the daily? Could have. Could we bounce from this level? We could have. We could do. But let's wait and see for the reaction. And for this, really simply, all we need is this order flow. Look at this order flow. This is so beautiful. The people that don't understand what we're looking at right now have a massive loss on the market. Like, understanding this that we're looking at is such a massive edge. Can you just appreciate like the edge that you have here? And again, you think 95% of the people know how to read order flow? The answer is absolutely not. That is for sure. Why do the majority of people not use order flow if it is giving such a massive advantage on the market? And the answer is, this is relatively difficult. In terms of trading, this is relatively difficult, yeah? So the majority are too lazy. They can't be bothered to learn this. And it's as simple as that, period. It's quite difficult to learn. And that's why they don't use these tools. But when you understand this, I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the orders, real orders. This is real evidence. This is essentially evidence on the chart. When you can read and understand this, it's like, this is massive advantage. Yeah, you see this order flow, you see these shorts coming in. It's like, okay, there's no long opportunity here. And once again, it's beautiful because it's actually happening. You can see it in front of your eyes. Like, if you're a champion member here or a contender member here, everything that I teach you is here. Like everything that I teach you, if we hit a level and you start to see this open interest like this, do you think you long? Well, the answer is, if you've paid attention, the answer is obviously not. So yeah, I think it's brilliant, and hopefully we have some contenders and champions in here. I'm sure we do, but yeah, it's true. Like everything that we actually are teaching here is happening right now in the charts, and to have that kind of simply to have that edge on the market is well is actually kind of amazing, to be honest with you. Let's see if we have any other questions then. Of course, we're going to keep our eyes on Bitcoin here. Boy. Yes, so yeah, you'd be primarily looking for the swing failure pattern. I love swing failure pattern type trades, as you all know. I have not been diagnosed with anything. No, I haven't. I'm a guy that really hates going to the doctors. I hate taking medicine. I'm just gonna battle it out. Daniel, can you share the original picture used in the thumbnail? Oh my god, isn't this a brilliant thumbnail? Thank you for that question, because now I can show everybody the thumbnail on the stream again, because this is absolutely, I love our thumbnails. Literally, I love our thumbnails. Let me load it up in a big picture. Where is it? Let's do this. I downloaded it, I think. Yes. Here. Look at this. Oops. Look at this epic thumbnail. This is obviously, I wonder who this is. This is obviously me. This is Victor. This is Mike. And this is Igor. And we got the BTC super team. Yeah, I loved that thumbnail, by the way. Yeah, that was an epic thumbnail. And I saw a lot of the questions there. This is in Rotterdam, by the way. That's obviously the Rotterdam Bridge, I suppose it's called. But yeah, that's the super team. And for the people that don't know, yeah, that is obviously, that's the super team. That's us. Igor, Mike, Victor, and myself. So yeah, that was fun. The BTC super team. So yeah, there you go. That yeah, for the answer, yeah, I guess I can post that in Discord. I'll post that in Discord if you want a super team as a desktop background. Let's give it to you. You want it? I'll give it you. There you go. You want some? I'll give it you. There you go. And let's see if we have any other questions. Oh, I will remind you all, by the way, if you want to absolutely smash and destroy that like button for me, we want to try and get this next goal 1,500. We're 100 away. Hit that like button if you're new here, and enjoy the show. We like to refer, you know, here you're here to learn, you're here to educate, you're here to get better. Yes, I want that background. Well, now you have it, my friend. Posted it in the Discord for you. So this is a good question. How much of what are we seeing is set up for a short squeeze? The answer is, I think that we could potentially get a very big short squeeze. Okay, and this is the thing. What, for the first people that don't know, what is a short squeeze? It's essentially where price like goes up very quickly through the liquidation of short positions. Okay, so the answer is yes, we do have a high potential for a short squeeze if we get that reclaim of the intraday resistance that I showed you in the group earlier today. If we flip that into support, I think the likelihood of a short squeeze is very, very, very high. Why? Because we're obviously seeing that great open interest increase here. If they get caught offside with the reclaim of the previous day point of control on and around that VWAP and daily open, well, in my opinion, yeah, that is going to look very good setup for a short squeeze, for sure. But of course, the major factor here is the reclaim of that resistance into support. Okay, that's something that I'm not prepared to get participating in now because it's not worth it for me. but I would be happy to participate in that if we get the reclaim of resistance as support. And the question there from Joker is, do I think we can SFP the last two lows that we put in last week and go up before the move up from $39,000? Again, my answer is really simply going to be yes. It's a really simple case of monitoring. Do you get an SFP? Do you get a swing failure pattern there? Yes or no? If you get one, then of course there's a trade setup. If you don't, then there's no trade setup. But do I think we can SFP that double bottom for a long setup? And the answer is definitely yes. That is something I would be ready and waiting for. And again, I love that type of setup because it's a simple case of yes or no answer. Do I see an SFP? Yes, take the trade. Do I see an SFP? No, don't take the trade. And when you have a rule in trading ingrained so simplistically with a yes or no answer, it's good now. You can start to see how this is really, really good. In a game of probabilities, you need to know that. Sometimes simple is the best. No, so it doesn't have to be difficult, to be honest with you, to make money in this game. It just requires a lot of focus. I think focus and discipline is probably maybe some of the biggest factors. Yeah, by the way, you might be wondering why did I put the super team? And it's because, and this is like one of the reasons why I want to go on live stream, because I wanted to share the love here, to be honest with you. And that was with the team. This we'll keep our eyes on Bitcoin. Let me just set an alert in case this comes off. I'll set an alert here. I'm going to set my other alert here. And if we get this off, we'll come back, of course, straight away. But yeah, we'll monitor Bitcoin. The thing for me is I'm really patient here. For me, I'm totally patient. I'm not going to take a trade unless those alerts go off. So we have a little bit of time here. If the alert goes off, I am going to take a trade though. But what was I going to say? Yeah, this is my next few minutes of talking here are for me like brilliant, proud moment, I suppose. Feels really good. Yeah, and that is when I think about this, and I truly feel this is ultra inspiring for the people that I think this is really, really, really cool, basically. And linking into some of the comments there. I love to use Twitter. If you don't follow us on Twitter, by the way, you need to. You truly need to follow us on Twitter because, yeah, I obviously interact with a lot there. I can give a lot more updates during the day, e.g. like this post back from December. Imagine you knew that we were shorting here back in December. Well, you're probably pretty happy right now because we've fallen 20% since then. So I give basically a lot of updates in the day on Twitter. Go and follow us. But as well as that, there's obviously the lovely interaction with the community. People can comment, I can retweet, it's really nice. I like that. And I want to just go through a few of these comments and bring it over onto the point that I want to give. And then I have a surprise. I always like to have a surprise. And we do have a lovely surprise. Look at this. We're still dropping, by the way. I do have a lovely surprise for you in about 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Why not? And yeah, that was obviously where I want to go first is, the people that have invested in themselves. Look at this. This guy's still short from $68,000, currently at 42, well, lower than that now. You can start to see that it is beautiful, no? It's beautiful. The people that are truly educating themselves, the people that are truly empowering themselves, well, they're able to walk away with results like this. Like, it's special, no? There's a hard trade to have got. But when you truly understand the market, it wasn't actually that hard of a trade, no? Quite a lot of us are still short from $68,000. But it's like this, it's this process of the team of, having that energy, the excitement to learn. And these are a few of the quotes. By the way, Igor live stream last night. I have no words for this. This was like another level and absolutely outstanding live stream. But, yeah, a few quotes here that I thought are really powerful, and until I bring it up onto the final point, which I'll get to in a few minutes. But I don't really necessarily need to read some of these out, but it's just like powerful. I love quotes, by the way. I really, really love quotes because, yeah, I think if a quote is relatable, then it's something. Yeah, for me anyway, it's quite powerful. And when you see Steve Jobs, Morgan Freeman, you start to see these people that are successful and this is the beauty of the internet. No, this is the beauty of YouTube. And I don't mean to like be bragging or anything, but I truly feel, well, it's not even a feeling. We all know actually. Now, let's load it up. Let's load it up before we get somebody saying something. Right now, here we are on YouTube. Here we are on the internet, and again, you have the opportunity to truly learn from some of the best traders in the world at the top of their game right now. And this is why I love the internet, because the internet is like, wow, you can actually do so much stuff on the internet. I love the internet. Like, I am a big nerd, but the internet is amazing. Why? Because literally you can connect with people that you could have never even thought of before. And here we are right now. I'm just talking you through on a random live stream, but you're able to get into the brain of, as you see here, the trader from the #1 team in the world right now. That's special, no? And it's like this, when we bring it back to the quotes, you know, surround yourself with the successful people. If you really, really, truly want something, you want to follow the best, no? Learn from the best. Why would you want to learn from anybody other than the best? That's the thing that you have to think. If you have the opportunity to learn from the best, it's like, oh my God. But anyway, like moving on from this, it's just the understanding of, hey, if you want to get somewhere, maybe it's outside of trading. I like to bring this always back to like life things. You know, if you want to succeed at something and you truly, truly, truly want something, what's the best way to do it? And it is actually by mimicking people that are already successful in that field now. So generally people have an idol, they have someone they look up to. It could be a whole list of people, but generally there's somebody that you aspire to be like, you know? And if you can surround yourself with like-minded people that have the same goals, oh, it becomes just so much better. Everything just becomes so much easier, in my opinion, and also just so much better. Why? Because you're actually enjoying the process. Like when you're, basically you just truly enjoy the process. And I love the support of this guy, by the way. But as this guy says, the greatest leader is the one who is able to gather himself, the best talents and best human beings. Admiration for your skills, Daniel, as a leader and as a community builder. And this is what I love right now. I went on to expand upon this, by the way, in another post. But I truly, let me just check on Bitcoin a second. We have a little bit of time. It's just I do want to trade this if we take this low. So I need to kind of keep my eye on it. But anyway, yeah, this is for me like something that's really, really, really amazing. And like the guy said, like it's all about building this team and the community. And I feel this is like amazing. And this is the inspiring part that we, I suppose, have managed to build this team of the best traders in the world. Yeah, it's like hand picking. You have a selection of traders that have essentially learned everything from you. And then you can be like, hey, this guy's really good. This person's really good. I want this person in my team. And then you have to negotiate, go through the steps and everything. But the outcome is essentially having access to an array of talent like you've never seen talent before. And then be like, hey, I want you in this team. I want you in this team. I want you in this team. And this is what is absolutely brilliant. I'll leave the comment showing. If you watched Igor's live stream last night, if you watched Igor's Champions live stream last night, write something in the comment section right now. Right? Did you love this live stream or did you hate the live stream? What were your thoughts? I kind of think I know what people are going to say because I personally thought it was outstanding. And I think the majority will. But let's see. If you are a champion in here right now, what did you think of Igor's live stream last night? What were your thoughts? Good, bad? Whatever you want. Be honest and write it. But this for me is what this is the point. Again, I go off on tangents. But the point that I'm trying to get here is, let's see some of the comments really quickly. Really loved the live stream, loved it best. Yeah, there you go. I thought this might be the case. Basically, it was TA people have never seen before. People really, really loved it. Oh yeah, you hit a comment that was good. Oh, it doesn't matter. Swear words not allowed, of course. But yeah, obviously this is what I loved about it, because for me it's like this motivational thing for the members and also for myself. Like I saw Igor doing this live stream, which even I will say is like totally next level. It was amazing. I mean, look at this. People loved that live stream. It was a good live stream. And for me, like that motivated me so much. First of all, I felt really proud, of course. Like there was a proud feeling because I know obviously Igor started as a random trader and now I truly feel was one of the best in the world. And so to have that like proud feeling is nice, but also it's like super motivating. Like that is super, super, super motivating. Why? Because if he has done something that's really brilliant, I, as a competitive person, want to do better than that. And this is what I said yesterday. This is what I love about how I'm picking the team, because I can pick people that are like-minded, similar, and also ultra competitive. So when I do something good, when I do a good trade, they want to do a trade better than me. And it's like Eagle yesterday. He laid out some trading plans which were very, very good. What can I say? And I ended that live stream with a feeling of proudness and also a feeling of, oh wow, now I need to do something even better than that. And so obviously it's like, at the end of the day, we're a team, we're working together as a team, but I also feel it's like really, really healthy competition, because we always want to do the best, and I want to be the best, they want to be the best. And so I feel like the dynamics of the group, especially like from the coaches, yeah, it's kind of like really special. And like, yeah, I think it's really special. And I think that is truly why we became the best in the world. Yeah, I truly believe that's why we become the best, because we literally just want to outdo each other all the time. Someone else is doing good, we want to do better, we want to do better, we want to do better. And I think if you can live with that mindset of, hey, you always want to do better, there's always something to learn, there's always something to improve upon, then I think that sky is the limit. Like you can always outdo yourself, you can always outdo your peers. It depends. Obviously, some people are not this way driven, but I for sure am. Like I want to be I want to be the best. And that's obviously healthy and maybe not at times, but yeah. You surround yourself with those type of people. And by the way, for the people that are like, how is this inspiring? If you don't know, by the way, literally, this is a fact. Everybody that works for us has originally been a member. So like if you want to be at the level of Igor, if you want to be at the level of our coaches, they all started off as absolute random people that I didn't know 5 years ago. Yeah, they never heard of them in my life. They hadn't heard of me, I suppose. Like we were all random people. I started Chart Champions. They were a member, just like many of the members here that are in here learning, educating. You know, Igor would have been this guy, random person in the group. Started off with no idea what they're on about, studied, put in the time, put in the effort, and now they are, you know, ultra admired. Like I think that is the inspiring thing when you think about it, when you truly like think about that. Like I think that's pretty amazing to go from like zero to hero. I suppose go from nothing to that. I think is really, really good. And the reason why I love Igor's story so much, let me just check Bitcoin here. Yeah, the reason why I like Igor's story a lot is because obviously it's really relatable, I think, to a lot of people. Igor was a business owner, you know, director, CEO of his own business, really successful business, by the way. Also has a wife, also has 3 young children, and I've met his family now, and, you know, very hyper, like requires time. Obviously you have to be with your family, do all that, and I feel his story is really relatable, because it's like, I guess not everybody's a business owner, but you know, many people are working full-time jobs. They have the family, they have the kids, they have the wife. They have to have this really good, you know, maintenance of managing their time efficiently. Hey, I really, really want to learn trading, but I also have to work. I also have to look after my family. And I think like getting into the brain of Igor is absolutely wonderful, because he is a prime example that is possible. That is possible. Like the way that you can come on is like outstanding. Yeah, I feel that for me, like it's ultra proud. I'll show you. I'm sure you doesn't mind, but I'll show you like Igor's first post in the group, and this is just to show you like the potential here, I suppose. Of there you go, back in 2018, just joined impressed. Is this a good time to enter a short on Bitcoin? Like he has no idea what he's doing, and yesterday I referred to him as the red Gyarados, of trading, because here he is as a Magikarp splashing up and down, no idea, useless, and now he becomes into a world beater where he's calling highs and lows to the dollar. And yeah, I think his story is outstanding. To be honest with you, it's really inspirational. But yeah, that's for a little laugh for you, because we have a little laughs every now and then about that. But yeah, obviously he sold his business, went full-time trading, and then after that happened, I was like, right, I need this guy. I need this guy on my team. And I secured him. And now we have an absolute world beater team, as well as George. No, not going to forget George. He's here doing his live streams every single day. 2 live streams a day. Like, yeah, the guy's a workhorse. And this is why people love him, because he's like ultra hard worker. And obviously this is amazing as well. But yeah, there you go. That's the CC team. Bitcoin. Always when I want it to move, I really wanted to take this stream on. I really wanted to take this on stream, but we might not get it. And then you also have general chat, where you just have the best group in the world. Just join impressed. I love general chat, not gonna lie. But you have to have a certain mentality for general chat, not gonna lie. Come on, Bitcoin. We wanted to see an alert go off that people want an epic trade. I guess I'll stay on for a bit to see if we can get it, because I would like to take it, to be honest with you. Or I'd just like to talk you through the order flow as it's happening, basically, because yeah, that would be pretty amazing for you to see that, I think. Try and think of something. Go through some of the comments, I suppose. George is George is a legend. How do I find George? George is the real G. Yeah, George basically, I was going to talk about this for a minute. George is the trading assistant that's becoming the coach. Oh, and I forgot, I have a special announcement. Yeah, we'll use that. I have a really special announcement for you. It's not an announcement, actually. It's just a really cool thing. I forgot about that. I was going to do it in 5 minutes, and we're probably like 15 minutes later. But yeah, George basically is the trading assistant. I guess I'll give you a snippet of what happens. Because I guess I can explain this really quickly. So basically every day, now this is why it's absolutely like unreal. Every day, George will give you a 2 live streams, basically.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing great. My name is George, and this is the short version of the daily update. Last week, we've seen this range.
Well, basically, here you go. This is a condensed 10-minute video, generally between 5 and 10 minutes. As you can see here, short versions are brilliant, part of the daily routine. People just love the quick updates. He gives a quick update, 5 to 10 minutes of Bitcoin. And then not only does he do the 5-10 minute update, he will then do a whole video. For instance, today, every video is like 1.5 hours long. Here he done an 1.5 hour video this morning, talking you through the order flow, giving you the updates. And not only that, he will do all the questions and answers every day. And this is what I mean. The guy is absolutely admired and loved, because that's pretty special. I even think this is pretty special to have access to this. Again, really super successful, profitable trader that will come in and 2 hours of his morning routine, giving back so much. Yeah, that's why the guy's loved, and this is why I love him. And again, this is like why the team is really positive, because everybody's here for the greater good, and I think that's really special. But yeah, for the people that are wondering who's George, that's George. He's basically loved trading assistant that does the daily updates, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'll do another question here. Well, we got 2 questions that I'll cover. Thank you for the live update. No problem. I wish you well. Thank you very much. One question: what importance, if any, do you put on the yearly open? PS, Eagle's live stream was so inspiring. Yeah, Eagle's live stream was great. And what importance do I put on the yearly open? Not so much. Obviously, I do have that level marked out. If I do have the level marked out, it's important per se, but it's not like an ultra big level for me. Yeah, it's a level that I will have marked out, and I will be aware of it. But I wouldn't trade off of that on my own, or with nothing else. So yeah, this is a trade. This is a potential. Well, this is a level that I'm aware of, but I wouldn't trade off of it alone. So yeah, good question. But yeah, that's the answer. Pretty simple. Mark it out, definitely. You want to be aware of it, but you want to see some more confluence local to the time. So if for example, on the day you're coming up and there's like the VWAP there, on a PDPOC, for example, like e.g. you start to see some local confluences, then yes, it's an acceptable, pretty decent trade. But on its own, something to be aware of, but I wouldn't trade it. And the other question. Hi, Daniel. What are some good habits to have to be successful? Would be insightful to get some tips from the best. So nice question again. Basically, what are some good habits to get into if you want to be the best? Well, for me, it would be a case of, I guess if we're talking, are we talking about trading here or are we talking about life in general, in business? That's related to trading, I suppose. If you want to be, in my opinion, and I also think like this would be a really interesting one to get, some of the other coaches on here as well, because they've gone through the process more recently than me of learning to trade and becoming successful. Like for me, it feels quite a while ago now, but in my opinion, like to become successful in trading, you truly have to change your mindset. I think the majority of people get into trading because they think trading is really easy money. They see the headlines, they see the things, they see the stories, and it's portrayed as being easy money. Everybody wants to get into trading because they want to make some passive income. Hey, they want to invest in this and make money. And so I think the idea of trading is really good to so many people because it can be sold as relatively easy. Hey, buy my indicator and just trade when there's a green dot. You're going to make so much money. E.g. people love to sell these things of, hey, this is easy. Follow this, get rich in 10 days, buy my course and you will become a millionaire in a week. E.g. there's all these sort of stories and headlines and grabbing. E.g. there's a lot of reasons why people love the idea of trading. Okay, that's the first thing that I would be to be aware of. And I think that the reason where you become successful is what I was saying with the mindset change of actually acknowledging and knowing it's not easy. It's like so many people will tell you, myself and many others in the group, you have to view this as something like you would approach a university course. Imagine you want to go to university or you've been to university. If you want to get a good grade at the end of the uni, you need to put in time and effort and study. Yeah, and I truly believe the same is with trading. Chart champions, I suppose, in my opinion, could be viewed as almost like a university degree for a fraction of the price, if we're being serious, because it does require time, it does require dedication, it does require a mindset change of just saying to yourself every day, yeah, this is a long process. At the end, it's worth it. But do you have that inside you? Do you have that will? Do you have that want? Do you have that dedication? Many people, to be honest with you, lots of people drop out of chart champions after a month because they think it's too hard. Yeah, they think it's too hard. They give up. Yeah, lots of people give up, to be honest with you. And that is, in my opinion, no fault of ours. It's just that the other person doesn't have that willpower, and some people do, some people don't. Obviously, the people that go through, the people that end, that have been here for several years. I mean, you see some recognize, you recognize the people here probably on this list that are making money because, they're people that have been here for a while. They're people that have learned. They're people that have studied. You also see people that come and go. And it's just a case of, I think it's that mindset shift of knowing that trading can be easy, but it's only going to be easy after several years of doing it, in my opinion. Again, actually, if you might be someone like Daniel, yeah, he's done this relatively quick, let's be honest. He learned very quickly. But the majority of people are not going to be so quick. But yeah, I think, so overall then, what are some habits to be successful? A real dedication and passion for what you do. Like, you're only going to succeed in trading if you actually truly love it. I don't think you can succeed in this market if you're like, hey, I want to make some money, but I don't enjoy trading. I don't want to, e.g. you actually have to enjoy trading. You actually have to enjoy the fact that you're probably going to be sat in the computer. Like if you're a nerd like me that doesn't mind sitting in front of the computer, then I think you love this. Like I've said this once, I've said it again. Like trading for me is a computer game. I was the biggest nerd ever that loved to play computer games all day. And I stopped playing computer games because I was like, hey, my new addiction could be trading, where I can actually just make insane amount of money off of having the same amount of fun. So yeah, that would be my opinion. You have to have a dedication to something that you really love, and then acknowledge it's going to take some time, it's going to take some effort, but if you put in the effort, you will reap the rewards, and I truly believe that you will reap the rewards. There's no ifs, there's no buts, there's only yes. It will be done. It will be done. Why? Because I truly know you have the best team possible. If you're going to succeed, you will succeed with us. If you truly want it, if you truly do, I honestly, you will do it. There's too much evidence in front of you to show you that it will be done. Of course, 50% of it is from the teachers and the coaches. The other 50% is down to you. And if you have that mindset, then you can do it. And what is another habit of a successful person? They have the routines. They know family time. They know computer time. They know trading time. And their routines are very, very, very good. And that's a very good, important thing. I think a routine is very important. And also have ambition. You have to be ambitious. You have to have a want. I think also having a bit of an ego is good. Some people will hate me because I have an ego, but I will say I have an ego. But I do think it's helpful at the end of the day because it makes me want to be the best. I'm not happy being second place. I'm not happy being not the best. So yeah, some people say this is a bad trait. I actually think it's good because it actually makes me want more. So yeah, good or bad, I do think it's helpful overall. If you study successful people, generally speaking, they do have egos. Richest man in the world, Elon Musk, he's pretty egotistical. Anyway, yeah, that would be my thoughts, to be honest. Again, I could speak about hours for this, but those are some of the biggest tips, I suppose. I don't think we're going to get this move, by the way, on the stream, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I waited around, but it doesn't look like we're going to actually get it. Well, I can do always a recording, I suppose. I will say, I'm going to go get some lunch. We're not going to get this move. So probably as soon as I end this, it's always the case. Well, I'll end the stream and it will come, but at the moment it's not happening. So yeah, I suppose I will say this. Smash that. Let's try and reach 2,000 before we end. Try and hit 2,000. Let's see if we can do it. If you have enjoyed it, as always, I would always appreciate a like. Shows a bit of support, shows a bit of love, and it's just a nice way to say thank you. Yeah, so in my opinion, honestly, thank you ever so much, everybody, for joining. I love to do these live streams because I don't know, like I love the connection. I think I don't know, it just makes me really, really happy. Yes, this special announcement, and it's because of things like this. I forget it, and I have the worst memory in the world, by the way. When you know me, I truly have a very, very, very bad memory. This is why I need alerts. I need to write things down. I would have forgot about that. Let's end with the special announcement. Let's hit 2,000 likes. Hit 2,000 likes. Let's go, and I'll do that special announcement, and then we'll end. There we go. Special announcement time. Drum roll. It's a pretty cool one, and that is basically that we want to do another. We want to add another person to the All Stars. We want to, another person for the All Stars, and of course I'm gonna need your help for this. So I guess when the video ends, maybe, or leave it in the Discord. Leave a comment in the Discord of who you want to be the next All Star. Okay. So there's obviously going to be some names that spring to mind. I don't kind of want to influence anybody's decision because I know who I would say for the All Star. To be honest, I know who I would say. There are a few names actually that I would say, but yeah, we're going to have another All Star, and we're actually going to be like totally upgrading this in the near future. This is not going to be. This is in the future, but we're actually upgrading the All Stars to give even more perks. I don't want to say too much because it's still in the works, of course. But I mean, just to be an All-Star is good, but they're going to get even more benefits in the future. But yeah, who do you want to be the new All-Star? Let us know with a comment, and then we will put those people into a vote, and then you can do the official vote. And yeah, then we'll add another All-Star to the ranks. So yeah, that was this special announcement. We obviously haven't done one for quite a while, to be honest. It's been the All-Stars, and we hadn't had another one added for a while. So yeah, this is really exciting. People love to have that status. So if you want to vote for who you, and by the way, for the people that don't know, the All-Stars again are members that put in lots and lots and lots of work, trade really, really well, give back to the community by like helping out a lot. Basically, then they can achieve the All-Star status, and there's some perks that come along with it. So yeah, let us know who you want, and we'll put that into then gather those names into a vote, and yeah, then we'll announce the results, I suppose, later this month or next month. Maybe we'll have like I'm not sure when, but yeah, within a month we'll have the results, I suppose, and then yeah, we'll have a new all-star. So yeah, that's exciting. That's good. The team grows. The team grows. So yeah, announcement is there's a new all-star. I say thank you ever so much, everybody. Again, if you want to see more from us, well, you have at least 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4 live streams a day within inside of the Discord. If you want to learn about the order flow, if you want to understand all this, of course, this is also what we teach. Again, I will emphasize, we are not a signals group. We are not going to be telling you, oh, we're not a signals. Of course, you can get heads up like this. You can get some of my ideas. You can get some of my posts, and sometimes they go exactly as predicted. This is a bonus. Our main focus, of course, is the education. And if you join with wanting to learn, you're not going to be disappointed. So yeah, if you want to see more on that, of course, chartchampions.com. And I don't think there's anything else that I wanted to say here. I'm a little bit disappointed we didn't get this move, to be honest, because I did want to try and trade this one with you on live stream. But this is the thing, we could be sat here for like another hour and nothing happens. But yeah, I tried my best. I've gone on here for quite a lot, over an hour. So yeah, thank you ever so much. And I just wish you a very good day indeed, I suppose. Have a brilliant day. Thank you ever so much. And I will catch you over in the Discord, I suppose. Cheers, everybody. Thank you. Have a good day. And CC Pool, send their regards. Thank you ever so much. And goodbye. Cheers.